for a swim yet? Build up an appetite?
Do you mind? I've already built an appetite catching fish all day.
You'd make a beautiful mermaid.
You'd make great bait.
Why doesn't Katie start today?
Oh, they always start the first years a bit later. I'm going to take her into town today for a new school shoes, all right?
Well, she needs them, doesn't she?
I'll say. Come on, you two! Get a move on! It's 6 weeks holiday and they can't get up the first morning back. I hope we don't get any more trouble off our Jeff this term.
Don't worry, he's going to get the riot act off me before I go.
Oh, no, don't do that, Frank, please.
Why not? I don't need trouble either.
But I don't want him to feel like he's under pressure. He's been as good as gold all during the holidays.
Yeah, but he's back at school now.
Frank, please.
Ice.
Right.
Why don't you woke me up? Steve on that beach, not the one with the big rocks.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'll give you big rocks so we don't get down to work this term.
Frank.
I'm sorry, Chris, but something's got to be said. I'll see you later. I shouldn't be late.
Bye, love. Jeff.
Tell me it was this late.
It doesn't matter, love.
I said I'd walk in with Liv.
Well, you were called twice. It's not my fault if you can't get up.
Hey.
This is a tempting kind of a place.
I remember more about growing up here than all the time at home or at school.
Not a lot of work about for bright young lawyers. Or bright young business graduates. Nice place to retire to, though.
In about 2 years' time.
Yep, I could get to like it here.
In time you could get to love it, you know. Because it's so much of an escape as well as being beautiful.
Kind of forces you into finding a simpler way of spending your day.
Problem is, it also frees your mind to think about the whole world full of other things you could be doing.
Better than this?
That's how we did the grand tour in Europe. It all started here as a dream.
With Donna?
With Stefan. He'd already been to Europe. He'd already seen all the things that we saw. He made it sound so real. That's why we went. He made us want to go.
Would you go back? Study?
Well, going on holiday with Donna was no problem. We had our plane tickets back. She had a job to come back to, but going to live and study in a different country, it's a totally different thing.
Speak the language. Reasonably well.
It's a start.
And even Deborah admitted the course in Manchester was one of the best in the world. And you'd have a friendly face nearby.
For how long?
Well, I've got another 2 years before I buy into the partnership. Bit difficult to move before then. Besides, I'm not sure I'd want to move then anyway. They were pretty good to me after Laura's death. Yeah, I can see why this place would be hard to leave, though.
It's always easy to come back to.
And it would still be here in a year's time.
John, if I want to do something, I'll do it. I don't need persuading.
Oh, Marjorie, what's the matter now? It's all Katie. She's been into me pens and hasn't put them back. She's always the same. Hey, I don't want you upsetting her. Do you hear me? Jeff, do you remember that night we were on holiday? You came with me to the camp shop for milk. Do you remember the talk we had?
Yeah.
Well, I know it was on holiday and all that, but, well, I meant it.
I told you, Mum, I'll be all right.
Look, you're in the 3rd year now, and you have got to do what you promised me that night. You can't carry on like you were doing. Well, this is the year when the hard work starts. I mean, that's the work that's going to get you your exams. Your dad and I don't want any more messing around or bunking off.
I won't.
And no playing around when you get back from school. It's straight down to your homework, right?
Yeah.
You start with a clean slate this term. If you don't behave yourself, you've only got yourself to blame.
Can I go now?
Yeah, go on.
Ta-ra.
Bye.
Good luck. What's wrong with him?
No, he's just been told to pull his socks up. I'm not having any more messing round from him. Look, it might help if you were to keep an eye on him.
Oh, hey.
Well, it would be helpful, Sam. I mean, if he thought that you were watching out for me, well, he might just think again, love.
All right.
Yeah, see ya. Bye, love, thanks. Good luck.
Who's doing your washing, then? What?
I was just thinking who's doing your washing now that you're squatting in there.
I'm not squatting, Harry.
This house is sold, and in my book, that's squatting.
I'm just minding it while it's empty, that's all.
We'll hope you clean that kitchen up before you go.
Had a good look, have you, eh?
Listen, son, I own 2 properties on this close, and it matters who lives next door to me.
Oh, yeah, it's a good job it doesn't matter who's next door to me, innit?
Who's got it?
How haven't you heard?
Well, I did hear something.
Yeah, well, he's a musician, Harry.
Oh, Liverpool Philharmonic, is he?
Is that a band?
A band? It's only one of the best orchestras in the world.
Oh, well, this fella's with a band from abroad, like.
A foreigner?
Yeah, plays the steel drums and that.
Steel drums? You must be joking.
If you hadn't just turned up like that, I wouldn't be sitting here feeling guilty.
Well, I can't say much to that, really. I just did what I felt was right.
I'd already tried to talk to Grandfather about it. I had been having second thoughts about settling down with Ben. Life would be very comfortable married to him, you know. He's a nice guy.
And I'm not?
You're different.
I'm English. It's the English versus the French. Old rivalry. Which the English won.
I'm not sure I like the idea of being one.
I'll be honest with you, Cheryl, I don't think I like the idea of losing. And I mean losing you. Not losing to Deborah. And if you want my humble opinion, if he loved you enough to marry you, he'd have been here by now and torn me apart.
The thought had crossed my mind, you know.
Hey, Paul! Have you heard anything about the Grant's place?
Only that it's sold.
Yes, but who to? He's still living there, you know, their eldest. And he reckons it's gone to a Jamaican fella with a steel band.
What?
He told me.
Barry Grant?
Only 20 minutes ago.
I think he's...
No, he's outside talking to a neighbour.
Oh, by the way...
Matlock. Weekend. Yes, I know they have conferences there, but what will I tell Paul? Another one.
Yes, but what does it have to do with me?
It's a victory celebration. VL Day. Victory for Ladies' Day.
Oh, very good.
And we want you to be a guest of honour.
Me?
And we're inviting all past speakers at the club. Very long list, very impressive.
Oh, that's very kind of you.
So I can put you and your missus down for 2 tickets. It'll be on the 18th.
Yes, why not?
Are you sure your missus will come, though?
Oh, it's a ladies' night. Of course you will. Just book us down provisionally, would you?
Right, and don't forget, tickets will be like gold, you know. See you, Paul.
Remember when we were... Look, I'll have to dash. Thanks for phoning, Brian. Bye.
Well, he doesn't want you to swap for this afternoon, does he?
No, he was just wondering if I was going to the conference that's coming up at Matlock.
Another one?
Oh, that was months ago. One of Her Majesty's Inspectors of Constabulary is the main speaker. Brian says he's very good.